Hello, everyone. It's great to talk to you again today. It's at the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, and I'm just so thrilled that we had such a great time of worship on Sunday. Thankful for everyone that was able to be there. If you weren't able to be there, we pray that God blessed you in some way, and we hope to see you this week as we continue worshiping God in meaningful ways. This coming Sunday, we will be looking at the Matthew chapter 18 passage where Jesus says to his disciples, "Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven." So I hope you can join us as we look at that. But as I was preparing for this message and looking into some stories and things like that, I came across a few, and I want to share them with you at this time. One said that humans are surrounded by evidence for God, and that's true. And the article says this may explain why young children in every culture have a concept of God. Psychologist Paul Bloom at Yale University reports that when children are directly asked about the origin of animals and people, they tend to prefer explanations that involve an intentional creator, even if the adults who raise them don't have that kind of attitude. In other words, he says children tend to hold a concept of God even if their parents are atheists. And psychologist Justin Barrett at Oxford University reports some similar findings. Scientific evidence, he says, has shown that built into the natural development of children's minds is a predisposition to see the natural world as designed and purposeful, and that some kind of intelligent being is behind that purpose. Even if a group of children were put on an island and they raised themselves, he said, that he thinks they would believe in God. It appears that we have to be educated out of the knowledge of God, he says, by our secular world. And Sophia Cavalletti, well, she's a researcher who has pioneered the study of spirituality in young children. She finds that children often have an amazing perception that far surpasses what they've ever seen or ever been taught. She tells the story of one 3-year-old girl raised in an atheistic family with no church contact at all, no Bible in the home. And she asked her father, "Where did the world come from, Dad?" And he answered her in strictly naturalistic, scientific terms. And then he added, "There are some people who say that all this comes from a very powerful being, and they call him God." Well, man, at that point, at that moment, that little girl started dancing around the room, and with joy on her face and excitement in her heart and her voice. And she says, I knew it. I knew what you told me wasn't true. It is him. It is him. She knew that there's a God. And similarly, the author Anne Lamott was raised by her dad to be a devout atheist. All the children in her family had to agree to a contract to that effect when they were 2 or 3 years old. But she says she started backsliding into faith at an early age. And she says, even when I was a child, I knew that when I said hello, someone heard me. And that's the truth. God is real. God is alive. God is here. And that's what we're going to talk about Sunday. Yeah, I hope you'll be able to join us either in person or via our live stream on YouTube on Sunday morning as we talk about what does Jesus mean when he says we should become like children, or we should become childlike. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to worship with you. Can't wait to celebrate God's love with you. And until we meet on Sunday, may God just bless you abundantly. May you have an awesome week. And may you know and feel the presence of God in every breath you take. I'll see you Sunday. God bless.